Hey guys, it's me, Andrew, back on today just to give you a quick message. Today I want to talk about our busy lives or our life that is just moving very slow, just depending on the individual. For me, sometimes I can be very busy and have a full plate, and sometimes I can just be the laziest person and I'm not gonna get anything done. I'm just gonna chill and relax and calm down. Well, I was doing some research and I was learning that we need to make sure that we are busy, but not too busy. And what I mean by that, we need to make sure that we're impacting the world 75% of the time to affect positive influence. And then we also need to make sure that, we're staying in between. We don't want to get too low, below 60%, because that means we're not being effective. We're not affecting other people's lives. We're not making time for others. So it's important to keep that happy balance between 60 and 75%, because if you go over 75%, you're probably going to get burnt out, and we don't want to get burnt out. So it's important to keep up with your schedule and things that's going on. Currently, right now, I am super busy going to school, taking care of family, making sure I make time for God and all the things I'm responsible for. So I wanted to touch on those topics. Number one is making sure we make time for God. That is so important. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is start praying, start maybe watching a YouTube video about God. I might listen to worship music. I might journal. I may even do yoga and start stretching. You have to figure out what is your plan and what is your connection with God. And I talked about in my last video, I also set alarms throughout the day to remind me to pray, because like I said, right now I have a very, very busy and tight schedule. The second thing that I focus on is my spouse. You might not be married, so you make some time for yourself if you are single. But if you are married, make sure you make some time out during your day for 30 minutes to an hour to spend with your spouse, having that conversation, spending time together, maybe watching a quick TV show. But make sure you're making time. And I also recommend that you have 2 dates a month, maybe one in the house and one out in public. And that just depends on what you guys are interested in. So make those dates. It can happen. During this pandemic, one day I told my husband we're going on a date. We're going to Chick-fil-A. We're going to get our food. We're going to sit in the car and roll down the window and just talk and have no kids. So make that time. Also make time for your children. I try to make sure that I spend time with them every day. We have dinner together every single day. I ask them what's going on in their lives, how was their day, what was their favorite part of the day, so they can communicate with me and know that I take an interest and that I love them. And then sometimes I do individual time where they can express to me if they have a concern, and we just talk about those things, or maybe it was an exciting moment in their life, because I can't be with them every day, but I want to be hands-on with them. So make time for your kids. The next one, I would say spend time with your church family or your spirituality, however that looks. Make time for you, because you need to be filled up, poured back into. So for me, that is Jesus Christ. I need to be filled back up with his Holy Spirit. So I always tell people it's good to pour out to others, but it's also make sure you're getting poured into, because I've been there before where I just poured and did not get anything in return. So make sure you are getting filled up. The next one is family and friends. Make time, schedule it out in your plan. Make time for your parents, make time for your friends. I go out with my girls once a month just to say hello, because we don't have time to talk on the phone. We shoot texts here and there, but make time for your friends. Enjoy life. Make time, because when the end comes, you do not want to be like, oh, I was a workaholic. You want to be with family and friends, people that you love, that to surround you, okay? And then work. Work is so important. Guess what? We spend so many hours during work. It's important to show up on time, come with energy, make a positive change, and just impact people's lives and do your best. Think about it, if it was your business, how would you want it to run? And go with that energy. Like, okay, if this is my business, this is what I do. And so that's what I do when I go to work. I'm like, okay, this is my time to teach, impact these kids. I treat these kids like they're my own kids, and I motivate them and I speak life into them. And I think about, how can I be an effective teacher to them and be a blessing to their family? So think about that. Make that plan out. And then the last one, make sure you have some entertainment time, some hobbies that you love. For me, I love cooking healthy dishes. I love to draw. I love to journal. I love to dance. I love to exercise. Make sure you make time. And always think about self-care. Now, this is one thing about self-care. You cannot give to the world if you don't take care of yourself. And that is so important. So pour into yourself, make time for yourself, love yourself, okay? And we'll talk about that some more later on down the road. I just wanted to come on and bless you. I hope these give you some quick tips or reminders that, hey, we need to make time, make sure we keep our life in a balance, feeling whole and satisfied. All right, guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.